The new Black Fleece outer wrap does more than just look cool. It uses specialty bicomponent fibers designed to reduce charge buildup and also dissipate electrostatic discharge safely. For our customers, that's going to mean improved oil life, more.
Hello, welcome to another edition of HYDAC on Tap, where we tap into the 60 years plus of HYDAC's expertise. We look at all the issues and challenges facing today's manufacturers and OEMs in both the mobile and industrial markets. And today I am joined by Eden Pagan. Welcome.
Okay.
We're here to talk about SustainMicron today. Looking forward to diving into this topic. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
I've been with HYDAC for 2 years now. I'm a product support specialist, so my role focuses on facilitating internal communication between our customers and sales groups, as well as our distributors. My main responsibility is our filter element product line. So that's why I'm going to be here talking to you about SustainMicron today.
Perfect. So yeah, that's where SustainMicron comes in. And this is a product that was introduced in Germany probably maybe a little over a year ago. So now it's available in North America. We're manufacturing it here, as I understand. Is that correct?
Yep, we're going to be launching it officially this January 2026.
Perfect. I know we introduced it at our customer meeting this past fall as kind of a little preview. So how did the whole product come about? Tell me about its origins.
So essentially, it came from the voice of our customers. All of our customers really loved the Opti Micron, our previous standard element, but they were asking for additional functionalities, specifically a more sustainable solution. So that would mean a lower pressure drop without sacrificing dirt holding capacity or efficiency. We also wanted a more secure filter that would reliably mitigate electrostatic discharge. Those are two things that our customers told us were non negotiable. So, all in all, we now offer an element that is sustainable, secure, and strong all in one.
That's pretty catchy. The alliteration of the S's. I like that. Tell me a little bit more about the technology behind. Can you unpack each one of those words or each one of those pillars as you describe them?
Yeah. So for the first one, we are featuring sustainability. For HYDAC, sustainability is typically going to mean efficiency. Less energy demand also means significantly reduced CO2 emissions. So that also supports our customers who are looking into sustainability initiatives. And then, depending on the application, customers may also be able to significantly downsize their filter assembly. So again, that is also a key feature of showing how sustainability can mean efficiency.
Okay. So tell me a little bit more.
After years of research and development, as well as competitive media testing, we were able to patent a new double media filtration layer, which is offering significant efficiency and a lower delta P of at least 30%.
And delta P is for those non-technical like me.
It's differential pressure.
Okay, so yeah, so I've heard that term before. So 30%, that's pretty significant. And you were able to do that, as you said, without sacrificing some of the other features that
Yep.
our customers wanted.
Yep, we still maintain the same dirt holding capacity and efficiency that customers have come to know and expect from Opti Micron, the previous generation. Essentially, the lower delta P translates directly into benefits for the customer by lowering pump load, reducing energy consumption, lowering operating temperature, and overall improve cold start performance.
Okay, tell me a little bit more about this second pillar. You called it secure.
Yes. So the second pillar is secure. And as I stated before, in hydraulic and lube filter systems, our customers are typically going to be looking for electrostatic discharge protection. And this is because a lot of our industries have made a move towards more biodegradable fluids. So these are typically going to be lower zinc and ash content, group 2 and 3 hydraulic and lube oils. Those have a lower conductivity at baseline. So what this means in hydraulic systems is that they can generate more of a charge. And that's where that electrostatic discharge risk comes from.
So with the newer fluids, we're seeing more opportunity for electrostatic discharge. And so our customers wanted that to be an option that would remove that.
Yes, or at least significantly reduce the risk of charge building up in the filter itself.
Didn't we already have a stat-free solution, though, a static-free solution?
Yes, we did, and that is the technology that SustainMicron is going to be replacing.
Okay.
So rather than needing multiple families that provide the same function, customers are going to be getting that benefit as standard. So, SustainMicron is going to be replacing the previous stat-free media, and we're able to do that because we have patented stat-free media layers, but then we also have bicomponent fibers on the outer wrap itself that also significantly contribute to that electrostatic discharge protection.
Okay. So I see you brought a couple samples with you. I always love show and tell. So that's what it looks like today. So that's the new product, SustainMicron.
Yep,
Okay.
it's going to have this black fleece outer wrap.
Okay.
It's
That looks really cool. So, and then this is the kind of different layers that are a part of it.
Yep, exactly. There's 5 different media layers that contribute to that efficiency I was talking about, the electrostatic discharge protection, and then the final pillar I'll be telling you about, which is the strength.
Oh, okay. So before we dive into that, I just noticed that it looks different than
Yes.
some of our other elements, filter elements. So is it just that we wanted to make it look different and the black is cool, or is it part of the whole design?
So it's actually a functionality of the element itself. So it's going to contribute to the stability of the element as well as that electrostatic discharge protection I told you about, specifically because of the fibers that the fleece is comprised of.
Well, it looks cool anyway. So enough on that. Let's talk about the third pillar, or strength.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit more about that. I know you mentioned that in the different layers here.
Yes. So with regard to SustainMicron, we have improved the media layers from the previous Opti Micron standard. So we have new patented stability layer and a pre and main filter layer, which meant that we could actually use less media layers in the construction of the element and go back to our prior standard. Whereas Opti Micron had 7 media layers, the SustainMicron we're back to a 5-layer element itself. And with that stability layer, we were able to replace our Opti Micron pulse technology. And one of the biggest differentiators between it and the previous Opti Micron standard are going to be the mechanical strength and resistance against element fatigue under dynamic pressures and load. And that's going to be through some of our patented protective and strength layers that we added to the new element construction. In doing that, we were able to replace the previous standard, which was called Opti Micron Pulse, and incorporate that technology into SustainMicron.
So you mentioned that it is now the standard offering is 5 layers instead of 7. So
Yes.
we're doing more with less, but tell me a little bit more about how we're able to do that.
Yeah, so there's a couple different ways. Like I mentioned, we have some new patented um, construction within the media layers themselves. So there's improvements that we've made to the overall grid structure. But in addition to that, we now feature BPA-free adhesive. So we're using polyurethane as standard on these elements as well. So that also is going to provide strength as well as be an environmentally friendly feature on the element as well.
So that goes back to the sustainability message as
Yep,
well.
yep.
Okay. So this all-in-one technology, what does that mean for our customers in terms of, you said they get it standard, but how does that change how they order? How does that affect the whole Better Fit software that we offer on our website, where they can compare competitive product to the HYDAC version? What does that mean for our customers when they are ordering?
Yeah. Since they are getting all of these technologies and features as standard all in one, it's going to eliminate the need for ordering different model codes. So now the ON, which represents the efficiency and performance, that's going to be replaced on the model code suffix by SN. ONS free, which represented the electrostatic discharge protection, that's going to be replaced by the SN as the suffix. And then the ONPS model code, which represents the dynamic stability and tensile strength, is going to be replaced by SN as the suffix. So essentially, customers aren't going to really need to change how they order outside of requesting that SN element as the suffix.
But if I get the black fleece, as you called it, outer
Mhm.
layer, I know I got the right product.
Yep, that's going to be the main indicator moving forward. And
Okay.
then to answer your question about our better fit elements, um, so the transition or conversion is only going to impact our low collapse Opti Micron standard HYDAC elements. So that is going to be any standard HYDAC ON or low collapse element that featured, HYDAC branded labeling on the outside. For anything that was a better fit interchange, those are going to remain as is just because those impact a global market and those customers expect a certain style of element. Going forward, however, for new projects, um, once the transition has been finalized, our OEM and private labeled customers, they will be able to convert to the SustainMicron elements. And then same thing for any new projects on better fits. We'd be able to investigate based on the customer's application if they'd be eligible to transition to a SustainMicron.
Okay, perfect. So anybody who's not familiar with our Better Fit software, Better Fit programming on our website, can you just explain what that is a little bit?
Yeah, so BetterFit is essentially a online database that we offer to our customers on our website, in which they're able to find HYDAC, BetterFit branded and manufactured alternatives to competitor elements. So essentially, they're competitor interchanges.
It gives them the HYDAC version and makes sure that it meets all their parameters and all their
Yep,
conditions.
it's a dimensional equivalent that is built and manufactured to HYDAC's quality standards.
Okay. And you said SustainMicron is going to start production in January, correct?
Yep, that's correct. We're going to be starting production, rolling it out here in the Bethlehem production facility. The first phase of the launch schedule and production is going to feature our larger pressure and return elements, and those are going to be converted in the 3, 5, and 10 micron ratings. The second phase is going to be our smaller elements, so those will also be rolled out in the 3, 5, and 10 micron ratings. And then in the final phase, we'll do all sizes and convert those in the 20 micron range. Probably around Q4 of next year is when all of those standard HYDAC proprietary elements will be converted over to SustainMicron. So in saying that, everything that's Opti Micron stat free, and Opti Micron Pulse will all be converted to SustainMicron by the end of Q4 next year. And at that point is when we'll be able to start discussions with our customers regarding any private label request or better fit projects or things of that nature.
So getting back to the fact that this is now standard and they're kind of getting three in one. I mean, it sounds like we should be like upcharging for this, but we're not, right?
No. What we're doing is providing our customers the functionalities that they asked for as standard. So they're going to be receiving those features pretty much at the same price as normal. The only thing that's going to change is that model code that they're ordering with. And then obviously the obsolescence of the stat free and OptiMicron Pulse options.
Because they'll already be getting it.
Yep.
All right. So if there's one key takeaway for our customers, what would that be? How would you summarize this whole approach, this whole new element technology that HYDAC's providing?
Yeah. So, with regard to the standard elements, so if you got an Opti Micron standard element, you don't have to change the way you're ordering at all. The part number is going to be the same. The pricing is going to be the same. You're just going to get that upgraded technology as standard.
So if a customer needs help kind of figuring this out, because all those model numbers are a little,
Yeah.
daunting, it can be, how would they go about reaching out?
Yeah, so we have a dedicated hydraulic and lube filter tech support line, so they can reach us by email or phone.
And we can put that information right on the screen now.
Great. And then they should feel free to reach out to us. We'll answer any questions that they have. And then I'll also be hosting an online webinar specifically to talk about SustainMicron, the launch, frequently asked questions, and then also field any Q&A that our customers might have
Perfect.
regarding the transition.
Yeah, well, I'll be happy to join that as well. That I might learn something. So I appreciate that. I definitely have learned a lot today. I now understand the benefits of SustainMicron and that it's three technologies in one, which is fantastic. So thank you for coming and spending time with us in your busy schedule. We really appreciate it.
Thank you. It's my pleasure.
So remember to like this channel, or you can listen to this podcast on one of your favorite podcast service programs, such as Amazon Podcasts or Apple Podcasts. Don't forget to hit the bell, and you'll get information and alerts on when we are dropping new content. So thanks again for joining us on another edition of HYDAC on Tap.